Alright guys, on the bench we have a Teaberry T-Bear. This is a 40 channel AM only, and this has the one of my favorite chassis. It's the Uniden D858 chassis. So you'll find this chassis in the Cobra 29 XLRs. You'll find them in the President Teddy R's, and these those are the ones that I happen to know use all the same chassis. Really great AM only radios. I'm a fan of the Teaberry line of radios. I like the gold plating, so that's why the lighting in here is kind of dim, so you guys can actually see what I'm gonna be talking about. And that's basically something that you don't really cover too much in these videos, is the appearance, cosmetics, I guess you can say, with these radios. And I don't know if it appeals to some people, but myself, I like a radio that looks nice, as well as it performs. So I tried to, in the case of this, try to make it look as nice as possible. So this is my own radio. I got this on eBay, and like I said, the lighting in here is a little low, so you guys can actually see what I'm talking about with this gold plating. It must have sat in possibly like a, I don't know, maybe like a damp area, because the bezel was had like oxidation, some corrosion, on the bezel itself. So what I wanted to basically demonstrate in this video is how to, I guess, try to restore this gold plating on some of these Teaberry radios. Whether you have like the 202 or whatever other Teaberry gold plating radio you have. If you take care of them, if you keep them in a nice area, not a place where they're going to be damp or kind of just set aside, the gold plating generally lasts. But in the case of this one, there is some oxidation all around, so I can kind of show you. I already started doing some spots here, but you can see some of this isn't gonna come out, but I had already started doing some of these areas here along the bezel. Some of the stuff's not gonna come out, but yeah, you can see I already started in some areas. But yeah, so like I was saying, some of the stuff's going to come out, some of the stuff's not going to come out. So there's two ways you can go about this. You can either, if you want to shell out the money, take this bezel off and send it out to a gold plate place. It's there's still a couple around. There actually used to be a really good plater right in Massachusetts, but because of EPA stuff and whatnot, environmentalists, I think there's no longer any more plate chrome shops in Massachusetts, not that I know of anyway. But and the other way is just basically go with what you have and try to do the best you can with what you have. So on these gold plated radios, there's actually chrome underneath this. So what they'll do is they'll take a regular chrome plated bezel, and then they'll go ahead and put a gold plating over that chrome. That's how that is done. So actually, if you were to completely keep polishing this gold plate, you'll eventually hit the chrome layer. So that's something that we want to avoid. So coming from a trucking field, we had access to several polishes, and these happen to be two of my favorite, when it came to polishing aluminum or stainless or chrome, whatever. This white diamond, and by the way, you can find these basically at any like truck shop or, chrome shop. You can buy them online. They're readily available. But these are my two favorites. So one's a little bit more grittier than the other. So the white diamond actually has like more grit. So it's going to cut through some of that oxidation a bit quicker than this California Custom Purple. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and use the purple. And like I said, I've already gone over some of the spots here and got rid of some of that oxidation. So I'm going to go gently, try to get some more of this off with the purple stuff, and try not to get down to that chrome layer, because then we've reached a point of no return. And then try to get some of the front trim here. I'm going to go with like a cotton ball or like a Q-tip type thing, and try to get rid of some of that oxidation there in the front. I'm sure you guys can see that. It's all spotted. But the trick is to not use something so coarse. Again, like the white diamond here, this is great for like aluminum tanks. Something that's going to be not coated, or not like plated. Whereas the purple, the California Custom Purple, it has virtually like no grit in it. So it's going to be a little bit less harsh on this gold plating here. So yeah, let me get at this. Try to get rid of some of this oxidation here. And yeah, so once I get this done, I'll probably end up recapping the radio. It transmits and receives. One thing I have noticed with these chassis is it does have the ones that I've had on the bench. It's had some bad solder joints, and so it's worth going. If you have one of these at home, it's worth going over the back, especially if you have like intermittent transmit and receive. It's worth going through some of these solder joints, and I find that just doing a recap and fixing some of these bad solder joints will get the radio back up and transmitting and receiving. So all right, let me get a couple of Q-tips, some cotton balls, and try to get this as untarnished as possible. All right, so you guys can see there's some tarnish there. I'm going to focus more on these corners here, this edge. I already went over this the side here with some of that purple metal polish. Came out great. So again, if you're going to be doing this at home, just go slowly with it. Don't really, don't press into the gold plating, because it won't take long before you reach that chrome layer, and then you're kind of screwed. So yeah, let me get this thing polished, and hopefully we can see the difference, the before and after. Stand by. All right, so I got the rest of the bezel polished. I got the knobs cleaned. Got it recapped. I'm just waiting for it to warm up so I can do the transceiver alignment. I don't know if it's going to show up too well on the camera here, but there is a big difference. Of course, like I had said before, some spots, they're just never going to come out. And you're better off leaving it as is, because if I noticed if I kept polishing, I'd probably end up polishing it down to the chrome. But all in all, it looks good. I ended up taking a Q-tip. I was cautious of the decals behind, because you definitely don't want to polish any of that stuff. But I took a Q-tip all around with just some light polish, not a crazy amount, and I got this gleaming pretty good. I'm happy with the results. Hopefully you guys can see the difference. I don't know if you can, but yeah, I mean, there was some spots that just didn't want to come out. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but anyway, in person it looks great. I'm really happy with the way this came out. So the only thing I have left to do is just clean up the covers, which are in relatively good shape. So yeah, so those are all the caps, and if you notice, the PLL is in there too. So yeah, what ended up happening was, so I noticed when I first got the radio that after a while of it being on, I'd lose transmit and receive. I automatically thought that it was a capacitor issue because these were all old, capacitors, original capacitors. So I didn't think I had a PLL issue. So, but anyway, I went through the whole, I recapped the whole radio and turned it on. Great receive, great transmit. As soon as it got warm, bang, I'd lose both. So I went through the Sam's manual here, did my voltage check, went through the transceiver alignment, and found out that when it was hot, the PLL here was giving me some weird voltages that shouldn't be there, and I was also losing the crystal here. What is that? The 10.240. I was losing it on, I think, I don't know what one it was, third or fourth one in, I forget. But I was losing that as well. So yeah. So fortunately, I have here a Cobra 29 parts chassis, 29 XLR, and I ended up taking the PLL out of that and swapping it in. And sure enough, this thing was getting some sort of thermal, something was happening in there when it was getting hot, some sort of thermal error with something inside. I don't know what could go wrong inside of there. I never actually, taken one apart or whatever, but yeah, so fortunately that fixed the issue. And so now I'm just waiting for it to warm up. I'll go through the transceiver alignment here, and yeah, we'll do a test and see how she sounds on air, and we'll take it from there. All right, let me get this thing aligned and stand by. All right, so here's the completed radio. Went through the whole alignment, got the S meter working again because that was stuck. I decided to keep the incandescent bulb in there. Just wanted to try to keep it as original as possible. Get that on bright. So this, compared to like the Cobra 29 XLR, you got some missing knobs here. So what you do have is a tone knob, which is really nice to have. I'd rather have that than, say, like a Dynamic, I guess. But if you have, the Teaberry, this is the actual mic for this. You got technically a Dynamic right in there. There's a powered mic. But yeah, I'd rather have this setup than, having a tone control is very, very nice, I think. But yeah, so it's looking really good, I think. Not perfect. I would call this user quality. But the gold is just nice on these radios. I really like these Teaberries. But let's see what she's doing for power. I got the mic gain all the way up. So we have a dead key of just about 4.5 watts. Audio. Put a tone through this. Be easier. And about 18 PEP. It's not bad. I didn't actually do a synad measurement, because it seemed like it was pretty accurate based on what I could hear. And this is for me anyway, so this is going right back on the shelf. I didn't even bother doing a synad, taking a synad measurement. But let me get this connected on air and see what's going on out there. Maybe we'll get on the Super Bowl and you know, maybe some other channels and see what's going on. Let's see how it actually sounds. Stand by.
What to get? I guess it's your turn to buy right here, right about now, there, copy, because you just popped in my radio like a jack in the box and took everybody out there, mountain man, top of the afternoon, my friend. We need to clean up one out. I hear water. 5-6. The governor waving right back. 6-6, the governor of Texas. Bye-bye.
Having that tone button there, it's so nice. The tone knob.
Llegó la lancha en tu área, está pescando en tu área, Rafa.
Channel 9 seems to be a big Mexican station. Well, I'm assuming it's Mexico.
2 minutes, you don't know if you can talk up here. You got me laid in the corner. 549, you got me laid in the corner. 549, Dirty Sanchez is right back. Hello to you, Dirty Sanchez, Old Black Goose in the Magnolia. Follow, you call me. Hello, Dirty Sanchez, Old Black Goose in the Magnolia. You gotta keep an eye on that Tiger Woods, 549. Hey, 549, you gotta keep a big old eye on that Tiger Woods. Hello to you, Tiger Woods, 549, I'm right back. Solid day to you, man. No, Roger, no comeback on Dirty Sanchez. No, Roger, no comeback on Dirty.
Man, that tone knob really cleans up the audio on a lot of these incoming transmissions. It just makes it sound so nice. You know, I wish every radio had an actual tone knob, you know, so you can adjust it perfectly. I really like this radio. Sounds great. That's it, guys. That's all I got. Thanks for watching.